What's going on? It's your boy back at you with another video. So, I want to talk about the Lakers on this video, and I think that the Los Angeles Lakers is making a mistake, a huge mistake, by listening to Phil Jackson when it comes to personnel decisions. And you gotta look at the fact that I don't really think that Phil Jackson is as great of a coach as people say he is. Is he really that great of a coach? Tex Winter, the one who created the triangle offense. So, and then you gotta look at the fact that, you know, when he first took the Chicago job, we gotta look at the fact that was Doug Collins' team. Doug Collins, the one who really built the Chicago Bulls, similar to like Mark Jackson when he built the Golden State Warriors. So, you know, and then you gotta look at the fact that they always praising Phil. But if you really look at this, right? When he was with the Lakers, right? That 99, 2000 Laker team was stacked. He had Kobe, he had Shaq, he had Glenn Rice, he had Rick Fox. You know, they had Ron Harper. They had a good team. Robert Horry. They had veterans. They had a nice amount of veterans with young players. So I mean, he really didn't have. So his coaching jobs with Chicago and LA, he really didn't have to do much. You know what I'm saying? He had arguably some of the greatest players that ever played in the league. So really, what did Phil Jackson really do as a coach? Then I want to look at this like, well, first thing they say, well, they should listen to him about basketball decisions. But when he's with the Knicks and he was president of basketball operations, where did the Knicks go under Phil Jackson? You tell me that. Outside of 2013, what did he do for the New York Knicks? He did nothing. What did he do for the New York Knicks? But they're out here acting like, yeah, we're gonna listen to Phil Jackson. Why not go ahead and get you a younger voice that knows basketball? I think really the game has really passed Phil Jackson by. And I know y'all think I'm crazy, right? I'm not doing this for clout or none of that. But I just don't think that's the right decision. I think they need to get a young general manager that knows what he's doing, because Rob Pelinka does not know what he's doing. It's clear. Outside of that Walt Disney World tournament, what have the Lakers done? Since 2010. Outside of that, what have they really done? They've really done nothing. Because they need to get guys in there that know basketball. But here we go again. You want to bring in Phil Jackson. This is the type of stuff that the Lakers do, man, that irritates me, because they always want a big name. Big names don't mean nothing. Phil Jackson was vice president with the Knicks. And where did they go? And I'm not hating on this. Where did the New York Knicks go under the leadership of Phil Jackson? They went nowhere. They stunk. They got to get a guy that know basketball. And, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. And the problem with the Lakers, and I'm going to say this again, until they play defense, they're going to keep getting their butts kicked. They got to get younger. I think they should trade LeBron James. And I think they're already exploring that, which I think would be a good move. Then you can bring some younger players that can hustle. Because if you really looked at it, Charles Barkley said this, that Bron still got a few years left, but he's not trying to rebuild. He still be 38 in December. He wants to win now. If I'm the Lakers, I'm rebuilding for the future. So what I would do this. I would just rebuild. And Charles Barkley, I looked at one of his videos last night, and he was talking about how all those old guys the Lakers had this season, they were cooked. Melo was cooked. Dwight was cooked. Trevor Ariza was cooked. These guys were finished, man. DeAndre Jordan, finished. I'm just saying, like, why are you gonna listen to Phil Jackson? Phil Jackson is not going to help the Lakers. Because when he, with the Knicks, they did nothing under his control. Doug Collins, the one who really built the Chicago Bulls. But nobody wants to give Doug Collins credit. He was a great coach. You know what I'm saying? He walked, like the Lakers, he walked into a perfect situation. You had a young, beastful Kobe Bryant with Shaquille O'Neal. How hard is that? With a team loaded full of veterans? How hard was that to coach that? Arguably the best big man in the league. You're going to win 3 straight, right? Phil Jackson is not the answer for the Lakers. That's all I got to say, deuces.